We live, we live, we live, we live, we outside. What's going on today, y'all? Sean been in the chat since 5:40. What's going on, Sean? I sure do appreciate you being in here waiting on me to get this live going. As y'all come in, please give me a thumbs up and put a heart in the chat to let me know that y'all can hear me. I got a different setup. I got a different mic today. And also, I got something new in store for my viewers today on this live. This is a very important live that everybody needs to be on. So please, please, please hit the thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. That way it gets pushed out. Also, make sure you give me a heart in the chat. That lets everybody know that we live. Let me cut this light on so y'all can see me. This one right here is very, very important. It's not like the other ones that aren't important, but this one right here is very, very important because this has affected billions of Americans right now. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me, Miss Valerie. I sure do appreciate it. I got a different setup, guys. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button for me so this video gets pushed out. This is my first time doing it on a Saturday evening, so I don't know who out there and is able to join this live, but we got to make sure that this information get pushed out to everybody because it's very, very important. Um, if y'all are not new to my channel, if y'all are subscribers, then you should know that I'm always teaching and preaching to y'all to protect your information, protect your personal and your sensitive information. And today's video, today's live stream is no different. Okay. It's even more crucial that we are doing these things because the hackers, the scammers, they're not taking any days off. And if they're not taking any days off, that means that I can't take any days off either because I got to make sure that I bring you the information so that you're protecting yourself, your loved ones, and everybody else that's around you so that you are not a victim. Okay? We're not victims over here. We're going to be proactive instead of reactive and do the things that we got to do to protect our personal data. So y'all let me know where y'all are coming in from. And I got a special treat for y'all now. So you make sure that y'all stay tuned after I read this article, okay? When I give y'all the facts, y'all stay tuned because I got something different that I'm doing. So do not click off this video if y'all on this live because I got something special. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want y'all to stay tuned and listen to me talk in this article and give my points. And then, like I said, I got something special for you. So you got to stay tuned. All right. So let me know where you're from, where you're at, where you're streaming at right now. Let me know where you at. So we got Miss Anita. Thank you, Miss Anita. Thank you, Sean, letting me know that my audio and video is good. Thank you so much, Anita. Thank you so much. I appreciate you always tuning in. You too, Sean. I always appreciate y'all tuning in to me. I got Tina. Thank you so much from Fort Worth, Texas. I do appreciate it. We got Orlando, Florida in the house. We got the ATL in the house. We got Ontario, Canada. It's always a tongue twister for me. Toronto, Ontario, Canada here. That's what's up. I do appreciate it so very much. So I'm not going to hold you guys up. As others come in the chat, guys, y'all make sure y'all let me know where you're streaming in from and drop me a heart. Just let me know that you're in the building. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. That way other people can get this information. We got Running Warriors, Fresco, Texas, checking in. I do appreciate it. And we also got Lewis in Puerto Rico. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and let's get in. And like I said, I got something special for you guys. So make sure that you stay tuned after I read the article, give some more points on what we need to do to protect ourselves. And I got something special. So make sure that y'all do not click off this channel. All right. That's what it is. Let's get into it. All right. So let me turn off this scroller down here. All right, guys. So this is an article right here. This article is from CBSnews.com and it says hackers may have stolen your social security number in a massive breach. Here's what to know. All right, guys. Now, this isn't no new information. I just posted a video last Thursday because Cash App is doing the settlement because they had an ex-employee that downloaded some information they weren't supposed to, so your information got leaked. If you have Cash App, you might have had experienced some fraudulent transactions with them. And also, I've talked about all these different scams. There's so many data breaches right now. So many data breaches that I have been talking about this for months, that you guys need to take the steps to protect your personal data. So if you are a regular subscriber, a regular listener, a person that always got those notifications on, then you have already froze your credit. You have already been monitoring your credit. So this right here will not be an issue for you. But if you haven't, if you're new to my channel, then you got to get on it, and we're going to talk more about it. So let's get into this article real quick. So it says a new lawsuit is claiming hackers have gained access to the personal information of billions of individuals, including their social security numbers, current and past addresses, and the names of siblings and parents. Personal data that could allow fraudsters to infiltrate financial accounts or take out loans in their names. Okay, that is crucial. Do you understand that the majority of the time when you fill out a loan application, they ask you for your mother's maiden name, or they might ask you for something like old addresses, even to go and pull your credit report on annualcreditreport.com. They might ask you what your past addresses are. So it's important that we understand that this is major. This is a major hack right here, because they not only got your information, they got information of past information, current and past information, as well as siblings and parents. This is serious. All right. The allegation arose in a lawsuit filed earlier this month by Christopher Hoffman, a California resident who claimed his identity theft protection service alerted him that his personal information had been leaked to the dark web by the nationalpublicdata.com breach. The lawsuit was earlier reported by Bloomberg Law. Okay. The breach allegedly occurred around April of 2024 with a hacker group called USDOD infiltrating the unencrypted personal information of billions of individuals from a company called National Public Data, NPD, a background check company, according to the lawsuit. Earlier this month, a hacker leaked a version of the stolen NPD data for free on a hacking forum. Tech site Bleeping Computer reported. Okay. The hacker claimed the stolen files included 2.7 billion records, which each listing a person's full name, address, date of birth, social security number, phone number, Bleeping Computer said. While it's unclear how many people that includes, it's likely that everyone with a social security number was impacted, said Cliff Steinhofer. I don't know if I'm saying that right. If I'm not, y'all just take it for love. Director of Information Security and Engagement at the National Cybersecurity Alliance, a nonprofit that promotes online safety. It's a reminder of the importance of protecting yourself, because clearly companies and the government aren't doing it for us. Stephen whatever, told CBS Money Watch. Boy, they got some names. All right. In a statement posted to its website, MPD said the breach involved a third-party bad actor that was trying to hack into data in late December of 2023, with potential leaks of certain data in April of 2024 and summer 2024. So right now, where we at right now, the company added that it's working with law enforcement and government investigators. NPD said it would try to notify you if there are further significant developments applicable to you. Here's what you need to know about the alleged hack. What is National Public Data? National Public Data is a data company based in Coral Springs, Florida, that provides background checks for employers, investigators, and other businesses that want to check people's backgrounds. So you already know these people check backgrounds. So you go and try to get a job. Like I said, investigators, businesses, whatever it is, whoever needs to check your background, they're going to put in all your information. So these people are storing the information. Okay. This national public data, they are storing this information. All right. So they have had a hack. Okay. It's a breach. So it searches, this include criminal records, vital records, SSN traces, and more information it website says. So vital records, that could be your birth certificate, you know? We're talking about vital records, right? There are many similar companies that scrap public data to create files on, scrape public data to create files on customers, which they then sell to other businesses. Steinhauer said, there are data brokers that collect and sell data about people, sometimes for background check purposes, he said. It's because there's no national privacy law in the United States. There is no law against them collecting this data against our consent. Okay. So, what happened with this US DOD hack? According All right, hold on. According to the new lawsuit, US DOD on April the 8th posted a database called National Public Data on the dark web, claiming to have records for about 2.9 billion individuals. It was asking for a purchase price of 3.5 million, the lawsuit claims. However, the bleeping computer reported that the file was later leaked for free on a hacker forum, as noted above in this article. So, how many people have been impacted? The number of people impacted by the breach is unclear. They have no clue how much information these hackers got, right? Although the lawsuit claims billions of individuals had their data stolen, the total population of the US stands at about 330 million. The lawsuit also alleges that the data includes personal information of deceased individuals as well. All right. So Bleeping Computer reports that the hack data involves 2.7 billion records, which individuals have multiple records in their database. So that's why for the billion. We're not saying a billion people, but records, 2.7 billion records. So one person have several different records, right? In other words, one individual could have separate records for each address where they live, which means that the number of impacted people may be far lower than the lawsuit claims, the site noted. I hate when people try to make things look small. This is huge, so they don't need to be like, it might be lower than the lawsuit claim. Look, y'all need to treat it like it's billions of people's information that's been stolen, and stop trying to downplay it. The data may reach back at least 3 decades, according to the law firm Sherbert, Joker, and Colby, which said on Monday it is investigating the breach. All right. Did NPD alert individuals about the hack? It's unclear, although the lawsuit claims that NPD has still not provided any notice or warning to Hoffman or other people affected by the breach. In fact, upon information and belief, the vast majority of class members were unaware that their sensitive personal information has been compromised, and that they were and continue to be at significant risk of identity theft and various other forms of personal, social, and financial harm, the lawsuit claims. Information security company McAfee reported that it hasn't found any filings with state attorneys generals. Some states require companies that have experienced data breaches to file reports with their AG offices, or attorney general offices. However, MPD posted alert about the breach on its website, stating that it believes the information breached included names, email addresses, phone numbers, social security numbers, and mailing addresses. Okay. So Can you find out if your data was part of the hack? So this is very important. There are tools available that will monitor what information about you is available on the dark web, noted Michael Blair, managing director of cybersecurity firm Nukudu, whatever that is. Commonly breached data includes your personal addresses, passwords, and email, he added. One such service is how Huffman, who filed the lawsuit, found out that his information has been leaked as part of NPD breach. Make sure to use reputable companies to look that up, Blair said. All right, so the rest of this is going to show you, say, what should I do to protect my information? So we're going to go over that. I don't have to read that part, but we're going to go over that together. So let me check and let's see what's going on in the chat. I also, why I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna also put this in the description box because I did a little digging and I found the lawsuit right here. So for the ones that are really nosy and want to read, this is like 50 pages of this lawsuit that Christopher Hoffman brought against it's called Jericho Pictures Inc. doing business as National Public Data. I'm going to link this in the description if you want to read all 50 pages of this lawsuit, if you want to read it. For all the ones that want to really get into the nitty gritty of it, I'm going to link it in the description of this live stream as soon as the live stream ends. Okay. So when we're looking at this website that this breach, allegedly, that's the favorite word these days, allegedly came from. This is the National Public Data website right here that does criminal records and background checks. All right. So this is the website right here that they are referring to. Now I'm looking at this website and I don't see anything about them talking about this hack or this data breach or whatever they want to call it. I don't see anything referring to it at all. Okay. So are these people not taking accountability or what? I mean, what's going on? Um, if this guy, Christopher Huffman, has not had his credit being monitored, right? He wouldn't have got a notification about his information being leaked to the dark web. Okay. So this is how this had even came about. I know for sure that breaches take place all the time. And a lot of times, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is good that he caught it and he brought it to attention. And it says April of 2024, because a lot of times when the public find out about a breach, it's usually have already taken place years ago. It could have been in 2021. It's just like the Cash App thing. It started, the window for the Cash App thing is August. I think it was August 23rd of 2018, all the way through August 20th of 2024, right? So Cash App is going all the way back to 2018. Okay. So a lot of these breaches and these data leaks, they take place years and years and years. And then finally it gets brought to the attention of the people well after your stuff probably has already been leaked and you have no clue that it's been leaked, unless like you one of this guy right here that is monitoring their credit, and their credit is also being monitored for any activity on the dark web. So that's very, very important. So let me go ahead and really quick. Let's see what's going on in the chat. All right, we got San Bernardino, California in the house. Thank you so much. We got Washington, D.C. in the house. We had Tina say, I have frozen mine and my children. That is what's up. That's what you got to do. Let's see. Anonymous Social Security number means you are a corporation to the United States, anyone, which means you are minors and not considered an adult. All right. And it says that freeze your credit and place fraud alerts on your credit reports immediately. And then it also says an employee of JP Morgan did the same thing. Now, this is something that I'm going to do that is new because Once I get done with these talking about what you need to do to protect yourself, we already know you need to freeze your credit. That goes without saying. I can't make enough videos telling you guys to freeze your credit. But I guess you think I'm blowing it out of my booty when I keep telling y'all to do this stuff. I keep telling y'all got to be more proactive instead of reactive, because once they get your information, cleaning that mess up, you're going to wish you froze your credit 10 times. Because if you ever are a victim, a true victim of identity theft, then you will know the hell that it is to get that mess cleaned up. So it's easier to go on these websites, these three major credit bureaus, and freeze your credit report than to sit here and hope and pray that your information isn't leaked. That's what you're doing. If you don't have your credit report froze right now, you are hoping and praying that nobody gets your information and tries to get accounts in your name. And it happens. Okay, it happens. All right. So this is something that I'm going to be doing new. Now, I'm hoping it's going to work. I tested it with my husband. So I am opening up a phone line so that you can talk to me live today and let me know what is your thoughts and your feels about this data breach. Okay, about this newest data breach. These breaches go on all the time. Like I said, a lot of times when you find out that there is a data breach, it's already over. It's already over. So I got the line open right now. Let me get to my data points and then I'm going to open the line up. But in the meantime, y'all make sure y'all jot down this phone number. And when I tell y'all that this line is open, then y'all could call in and we could talk about it together and let me know what your thoughts and your feels is about this latest one. So what can we do right now to make sure that we are going to protect our personal sensitive information? The first thing we need to do is we need to freeze our credit. And if you never froze your credit before, you need to go in the description box of this video right now. I have a video that I just posted, what it was last week or a week before. I did an updated video because the first credit freeze video I did was 2 years ago. So I did a new updated credit freeze video. The link is in the description, or you can go back on my website and you can click on that video under the videos. It's in the most recent videos that I did, and you need to freeze your credit report if you have never done so before. Because like I said, it's not a if they're going to get your information, it's when. It's when they're going to get your information. AT&T had a breach not too long ago. These things happen all the time, and we don't never know who's going to get the next hit. Equifax got a breach back in, I think it was in 2018. So even the credit bureaus can get hacked. South Carolina Department of Revenue. I live in South Carolina. South Carolina Department of Revenue got hacked. I don't know. It's been about 15 years ago, but nobody is exempt. Me and my husband was talking just the other day. If Amazon ever got hacked, it's gonna be hell, because Amazon got a lot of people's payment information. Okay, so we need to be proactive and not reactive and make sure that we are doing everything that we can to prevent it. Okay, because it's not a if, it's a when. All right. Number two, monitor your credit. And you need to be using apps that also scan for the dark web, just like this Christopher Hoffman did. So a lot of your credit cards get this for free. Okay. A lot of your credit cards scan the dark web for free. So a lot of these, you do not have to pay for it. Like what is it, Capital One, that credit wise that they use. All right, if you got Navy Fed, make sure that you're signing up for these credit monitoring things. Discover Card, they have a credit monitoring. A lot of these credit cards now have credit monitoring free with you being a card holder, and they also will scan your information on the dark web, your email address, your phone number, your social security number, even your name, your kids, all that kind of stuff. So you need to make sure that you are signed up. If you have a credit card, sign up for their free credit monitoring of your credit score, and therefore you will always get alerts when there is a change of any kind, whether you did it or if somebody else done got your information. You will get alerted and you can be proactive, like I said, instead of reactive. All right. Number three, you want to check your detailed credit profile as often as you can at annualcreditreport.com. I also did a video about that as well, and I already got the link in the description box. We got to be checking our credit our detailed credit report, not just on a Credit Karma. That's cool too. I'm not saying not to do that, but you need to be checking your detailed credit reports, because on your detailed credit reports, you can actually see your soft inquiries. You can see who has been trying to check your credit on a soft pull that you may not have access or gave permission to do so, right? Because on a soft pull, they could be just trying to shop you to be able to sell you whatever it is that they're trying to sell you, a credit card or whatever, right? That is like a pre-screening. So you need to know who's pre-screening your credit as well. And you need to be also checking for any type of errors. You need to be checking for any type of accounts that you do not recognize. And you only can do that very well if you go to annualcreditreport.com and you check in your detailed credit report line by line, page by page. And I have a video that I done 3 months ago telling you guys when the AT&T breach happened. I did that video telling you guys that you need to make sure that you are checking your detailed credit report. The link for that video is also in the description. All right. So next, we need to limit the accounts that we sign up for. Okay. Limit the accounts that you are giving your information to that's on this internet. Okay. We need to limit it to the very important things, and also make sure that you're not just giving too much information. Some of these sites that you're signing up for, they need too much of your information. They shouldn't need no more than your name and an email address. If they start asking you for your date of birth and your social security number and all your other sensitive information, it needs to be something very, very important that you put in that type of information in, because a lot of these websites don't need all that. Okay, so make sure that you put in the bare minimum, and better yet, make sure you're only signing up for things that you really need to sign up for. Okay, because now a lot of times these apps and a lot of these websites, they want your email address because they want to continue to be able to be in contact with you. So your email address is one way that they can be able to do that. But if they start asking you for a whole lot of extra sensitive information, run away from that website, especially if it's something that you know that they shouldn't need that kind of information, that is not necessary. Okay, so let's limit the amount of information that we're putting out here on the internet, especially your social media. You don't need to be putting too much of your information on your social media accounts as well, because Facebook, any of these social media accounts can be hacked too. Okay, nobody is immune. These hackers work day and night trying to get into these systems. I can't tell you how many emails I get every single day off my business page of them telling me that my business page is about to be deactivated, or I done infringed on some copyright, or all kind of crap, trying to get me to click on the link to change my password or to do something. Every single day I have something in my inbox, right? Just off Facebook. So you got to be careful about the information that you're sharing as well on this internet. All right. Number 5, use apps that require a two-factor authentication. So what I mean by that, not just your username and password, but another step. That other step could be that they send you a text, or that other step could be that you have one of those authenticator apps on your phone. That's what I use. I use the authenticator app. It's a Microsoft app, but they got other ones out there, and it'll give you a code. And every time you go to sign in on the website, it'll ask you for your code too. So not just your username and your password, but a code as well. So use more than just your username and password to sign in. If the website that you're signing in offers it, go ahead and use the two-factor authentication. All right. And number 6, you need to create strong passwords for your account. So don't be using something that anybody can just remember, just guess off the top of their head. That goes for family, anybody. You need to be using strong passwords, even a password that you might not can remember off the top of your head, unless it's your banking information. Now you want to, you want to remember that. But make sure that you're using strong passwords that is not easily to guess. Okay. And make sure that you are, if you ever get any type of a sign that your information has been linked to the dark web, offer these monitoring apps that if it says, say, if it says that your email has been linked, that you go ahead and change your passwords for those accounts that have been linked. Okay. Or leaked, I meant to say. Make sure that you are updating those passwords and using strong passwords every time. Okay. You do not want to play around with these hackers, because these hackers is, like I said, they working day and night trying to get your information. They're not playing around. And why are you playing around? just hoping and praying and got your fingers crossed that ain't nobody gonna steal your information or your kids' information. I was saying in my last video that even you can even freeze your children's credit report, not just yours, your babies as well. They don't have to be 18. Kids, you can freeze your kids' credit reports, freeze the older people credit reports, especially your older, your grandmas, your granddads, your aunties, and all those people that really don't be on the internet like that, but they'll sign up for every little thing. You need to educate them because they really do target the elderly, especially with these scams. They target the elderly every single day, and they're trying to get their information because a lot of times the elderly are not using the credit as actively as we are because they usually already bought their house, got their car, got things, and so they're not really using their credit. So a lot of time their credit go dormant. It's inactive. So that's who they target. So you need to make sure that you're also freezing their credit as well. All right, so guys, I'm about to open up this phone line. If y'all want to chime in and let me know what you think or you feel about this topic right now, I'm gonna go ahead and take off this do not disturb, and I'm gonna see who wants to talk with me. And we're gonna pray that this thing gonna work. Me and my husband, we tested it and tested it, so we gonna pray that this work. So let's see. Marie said, make sure y'all also freeze your other credit information within Nova, Sage Stream, ARS, Advanced Resolutions, and PRBC, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Those three are well known. Exactly. Because the ones that she just named, those are the ones that get your information from like your courthouse. Like if you file bankruptcy and stuff like that, they are the third party ones, but they got a lot of information as well. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're also looking at those too. You don't want to just leave all your stuff out there all willy-nilly because you never know. You just never know. I also let me see if I can't pull that up. Thanks for the information. All right, this is my big brother, guys, that's inside the chat. I sure do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. That's my big brother. All right. I hold on one second. I want to show you guys something if I could pull it up. And y'all keep hitting the thumbs up. Let me know where you guys are from. That's inside of the chat. Oh, I'm still looking for it. All right, I'm going to pull this up as well. So what this is that I got pulled up on the screen right now, it is a list of the consumer reporting companies. So this is a list that the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau have on their website. So if you want to know all the different ones that are getting your information that people use to screen, background screen, tenant screen, all those different things. This is a full list that the Consumer Protection Financial Protection Bureau has. So, like one of the commenters just said about the where is it that she said right here, make sure you freeze your other credit information with a Novus and stuff. So this right here is the booklet that tells you where all these different ones are. So we got the nationwide consumer reporting companies, we got employment screening, tenant screening, check and bank account screening, personal property insurance, medical, low income and subprime, supplementary reports, utilities, retail and gaming. So this right here is a full list of all those different companies. So I'm just going to scroll through and get to where the list starts at. And see right here, it's telling you to freeze your credit report. Right here. See, right here, it's telling you to freeze your credit report. And it's listing those things, telling you to go to annualcreditreport.com. Now, this is from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, right? These are the people that regulate and make sure that the credit bureaus and all those different agencies are doing what they supposed to do. That's what the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau does, all right? So it's got employment screening. So it's naming the different ones. So you got accurate background, telling you what the website is, telling you what their phone number is. It says free report. The company will provide one free report if you request it and if the company has on file. So it gives you all of these different screenings, ADP screening. It tells you what kind of report you can get from them. All right. Backgroundchecks.com. It's a whole list of them. And you could go through and a lot of these, see where it says blind insights, it says this company will freeze your consumer report if you request. So there's a ton of them out there that just not just the one that the young lady in the chat had listed, but if you get this right here off the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, you will be able to see which ones you could get free reports from and which ones you can actually freeze. And these are not just for your employment, but like I said, tenant screening, background checks. Look, this is even Experian Verify. It's a bunch of them on here. Like it gives you, I mean, like I said, it's how many pages is it? It's 43 pages. Okay. So it's very detailed. Tenant screening. So if you out here trying to find a home or an apartment or something like that, and rent. Okay. These are all different agencies that can have your personal data in their database. And if anybody get into these databases, your information can be stolen and sold on the dark web. Look at this, Safe Rent Solutions. You can freeze your credit report with them. Right here, it says that. See, and it tells you that you can freeze your credit report with these people on this list. Check and bank account screening. So Certegy should have check systems on here. You can freeze your check systems, okay? So it's a ton of them now. It's a ton of them out here. So make sure you guys are not just, like I said, we got to be proactive and not reactive. All right, let me get back to this main screen and let's look at some of the comments again. All right, so I got Anita says I'm followed by Homeland Security since 10 years ago. The Pentagon was hacked and I had an extensive 74-page application with them for the military. It says I need to church my detailed reports. Thanks for the reminder. Let's see. Thank you, Tina, for the heads up. Somebody else want to thank you, Tina. Let's see. We got High Star Carter. I'm joining from New York City. Quick question. My mom passed 3 years ago, and lately I've gotten many offers of credit cards for her. How do I stop that? You want to make sure that you go on identitytheft.gov. Okay, go on identitytheft.gov and see if any information pops up for your mom. You could do that. Identitytheft.gov can also see you can like put a freeze or anything like that, and then they can do an investigation to actually see. You may can go on what is it, annualcreditreport.com and see if she has any open accounts in her name or anybody has been trying to open any accounts in her name, if you got her information to be able to pull the actual credit reports. But I would definitely start with identitytheft.gov and make sure that you are filing all the information, and it's full detailed steps on that website. Hey, Star DMV, Maryland listening in. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, let's see. God, as a teacher, we have background checks regularly. Would be nice to see which data report and agency they use. If you go and pull your detailed credit report, as I was saying, if they pull your credit, you should be able to see a soft inquiry or who background checked you. Because if they pull your credit report, you will be able to see who pulled your credit off the soft inquiry part of your detailed credit report on annualcreditreport.com. You're very welcome. So, guys, I just want us all to be safe. I want us all to be safe out there and make sure that we're doing everything that we can to protect ourselves, because as this thing says, the government is not doing it for us. There's nothing in place to keep these people from hacking into these systems and taking our information. So we have to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to make sure that our information is safe. And like I was just showing you guys, there's a whole list of different things that different agencies that have our information, that checks our stuff. And a lot of times we don't know that they're checking for it, because a soft inquiry, if you're going to apply for like a for an apartment or anything that's going to do a soft inquiry, they don't have to necessarily have your permission. It's just a screening. They're not they have to have permission to do a hard pull. Okay, because the hard pull actually impacts your credit. A soft inquiry doesn't impact your credit. So there's nothing to stop them from doing that unless you opt out of pre-screening. You can also, you can, I don't know the exact website, you just Google that the opt out of pre-screening in the Google search, and you can opt out on I think it might be the Federal Trade Commission's website, but a lot of times you can opt out of pre-screening. I know I did it for me and my son years ago, so I don't get a lot of pre-screening applications and stuff like that. If I do get any type of credit card application pre-approval, it's from somebody that I already have an account with. All right, guys. So how long have I been on this live? I've been on this for 41 minutes. So I just, like I said, I just wanted to bring this information to you guys um because it has been floating around about this hack. And like I said, these things go on all the time. And if it wasn't for this guy, actually taking this to court, we may not even know anything about it, or actually, filing a lawsuit because it showed up on his whatever he's monitoring his credit with. It showed up that his information was leaked on the dark web by this national public data. So a lot of times we don't know that this information, that these data leaks even take place usually until after it's already said and done and passed. Okay. So we just got to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to protect ourselves. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Saturday evening. I'm gonna be back tomorrow talking about another scam. So make sure you guys freeze your credit report. Get your detailed credit report from annualcreditreport.com, and make sure you're doing all the other steps that I talked about. Even the nice lady, what's her name, is Tina. Make sure that you are also freezing your other credit reports, your secondary, your third party credit reports, the ones that report bankruptcies, the one that reports your public records. Those are very important as well. All right, guys. Thank y'all again. And I'm going to see you guys in the next live stream very soon, like tomorrow.